Well, Ganesh Utsav Samiti along with Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang are holding protests outside the office of civic body in Bengaluru. The protest is held over the restrictions placed on Ganesh Utsav celebrations. Shrija joining us live with more inputs on this. Shrija, if you can take us through the details of the protest, what is the level and scale of protests and the turnout like on ground?
Well, we have the Karnataka government, in fact, laying down certain guidelines. This is with regard to the COVID-appropriate behavior, be it wearing mask or, for that matter, maintaining social distancing. That is clearly not right now seen on ground. For a reason, what we understand is that the government went ahead and also issued fresh guidelines. This is with respect to the celebrations of Ganesh Chaturthi. Just a few days ago, the government had said that, yes, the celebrations can go on for about 5 days, but then they went back, retracted that statement, and also, in fact, withdrew that particular guidelines and issued a fresh guideline saying that, yes, the celebrations can go on for about 3 days. But now what we are witnessing at the BBMP, the civic office right here, is that because the BBMP has issued certain guidelines talking about not more than 4 feet Ganesha idol can be especially kept. This is in Pandals right outside in each of the wards. That apart, also issuing a guidelines which state that not more than 2 feet indoors. This is within houses. So these are certain guidelines which clearly has not gone down well with the Ganesha Utsav committee, which comprises of members from the Bajrang and also VHP as well. All that they're saying right now is that they want, especially the BBMP, to ensure that they go back on the guidelines, issue fresh guidelines. And why should they be issuing guidelines, especially for Hindu festivals and not for any other festival? So that has been one of their demands that they're asking right now. So just about a while ago, we saw there was a huge crowd. This is not really the crowd that we're talking about, but there were over 200 people that had gathered right here. They also tried to push through the barricades, but the police who are deployed at this particular spot, they managed to, in fact, disperse the crowd. But this is the crowd that's been, at this point in time, trying to protest. And there's also a lot of barricading that's been done. There are cops that are stationed at this point in time to ensure that there are no any untoward instances. But also remember the timing that's given to them where they can protest here is only up until 1:30.
Okay, they can only protest till 1:30. So in about half an hour from now, less than that actually, the protest will have to wrap up. At the moment, we are looking at pictures coming to us from Bengaluru, where large number of protesters are gathered outside of the civic body office in Bengaluru. The protest is with regards to restrictions on Ganesh Utsav. Shrija, thanks for joining us with the latest details.